Hey guys, Rich here. This is my son. He's 13, 6 feet tall, handsome, just like his dad, me. And he had one wish this year, the only wish he has. He said, "Dad, please take me to a soccer game this year." And I admit, this year I haven't had much time to do that. I've been so busy traveling and working. And I looked at him dead in his eyes and I said, "Son, I promise you, I will take you to the Messi game at Gillette Stadium." However, a cheap Fisker Karma showed up on Facebook Marketplace. How cheap was it? It was 10 grand, and these things normally go from between $25,000 and $45,000. And I like cheap things. Scroll, please. I can't see that. I can't read. No, it's too fast. Go back up again. I can't read any of that. What do you want me to do? Anyways, I have a decision to make. The seller said it needed nothing. I live in Massachusetts. The car is in Texas. It is a 30-hour drive away. If I do the math and I drive 10 hours a day for 3 days, that's only a 3-day travel time. And Henry's game is only 5 days away. However, if I don't make it in time, Henry's stepfather, Jim, is going to take him to the game instead. And I don't like Jim very much. He has a McLaren. It's newer than mine. And Jim is white. That has nothing to do with anything. I just thought I'd let you know that part of the story. So I can imagine already me taking my son to Gillette Stadium in a car they only made a few of that went out of business, horrifically leaving owners to fend for themselves. That's a good idea. Then the boy will love me. That, and he's 6 feet tall and probably kick my ass anyways. So the question is, can I fly to Texas and make it back to Massachusetts in time for my son's game before his evil stepdad takes him to the game instead? What camera am I looking at?
Camera 2.
Where is camera 2?
Look to your left.
So I go online and sort by cheapest flights to Texas, because why fly like a human being when you can save $14 and fly like livestock? And sure enough, if you want the cheapest flight, you're boarding in group 37, and I didn't even know the numbers went that high. Then I'm greeted with the last thing I wanted to see, rain. And rain means clouds, and clouds mean turbulence. And if there's one thing I love more than cheap airfare, it's watching the plane vibrate itself apart. To make matters worse, there's nobody sitting next to me because, fun fact, when the plane feels like it's about to fall out of the sky, I prefer to hold hands with strangers. Also, I'm cheap. I use one of those hidden city ticketing scams to save a few bucks. Basically, you book a flight with a layover in your real destination, get off there, skip the final leg, and laugh your way to the savings. The catch? No check bags. Because if you check a bag while I'm in Texas, my luggage is halfway to Zimbabwe. Yes, American Airlines called, and apparently my flight privileges are temporarily suspended. Honestly, I like Delta better anyways.
Everybody, welcome aboard to Delta. Make some noise! Money for everybody!
So I finally land in Texas, exhausted but alive, and I go grab something to eat. $22 for a burrito. $18 for a Bloody Mary. Would you like to baconize your meal?
Do you want to lobsterate your meal?
What is that?
We just put a whole lobster on top
I doubt you do that.
So I went to another spot at the Texas airport, and they advertised 2 eggs, sausage, and hash browns for $19. Sounds reasonable, right? Texas, hearty portions, good old Southern hospitality. Here's what you get for $19 in Texas. This is untouched, unedited, and served with confidence. 2 eggs, 1 slice of toast cut in half to give the illusion of abundance, a chopped up hot dog pretending to be a sausage, and these hash browns, they're still photosynthesizing. And of course I ate it because I'm hungry and it's 19 bucks. But for 19 bucks, I mean, can I eat the waitress too? Then I met Gayor from Afghanistan, my Uber driver.
No one could pronounce my name. No one could call my name
So
properly.
how do you say your name again?
Gayor.
Gayor. Did I say it right?
There's no such a sound here in English. So the employee used to call me Gayor, and I...
They call you what? Gayor?
Gayor? I don't know. Don't call me Gayor.
I'm not going to call you that.
No, I know, but...
Then I met the seller at a U-Haul storage facility because apparently selling cars out of an actual building is too 2019. Storage units are where the future of luxury car sales live now. Who am I to judge? I'm already knee-deep in this bad decision pipeline. So here's the car. And I'll admit, I used to hate these things. Turns out I still kind of do, but let's check it out. The handprint on the dash. Yes, that's the stop this ride, I want to get off button. The doors, they don't even meet the pillars, like the whole car just shrunk overnight. Cargo space, none. It's like you're flying on Spirit Airlines, but somehow with more fumes, because speaking of which, the exhaust fumes conveniently pour directly into the cabin. But hey, I'm not mad at Henrik Fisker. That giant front grille on the Karma, that's just him smiling after collecting everyone's money. It's true, go look it up. But don't worry, we're gonna find out a few more of this car's features very soon. So I finally got the car, and of course, the check engine light is on. Shocking, I know. The seller just forgot to mention that tiny little detail, but honestly, it doesn't matter. I have a 30-hour drive home. What could possibly go wrong? The seller also said the battery was just replaced and the car is totally fine, but he did let one little thing slip that probably should have raised a red flag. Oh yeah, I've only driven it about 50 miles. Yep, nothing suspicious about that. Then I stopped at Bussey's to fill it up, and it took about $15 worth of gas. Let me tell you something. This is my first time experiencing a Fisker in public, and everyone is watching you. This guy, that guy, this guy, and that guy who literally just got out of his truck just to stare. Didn't blink. He just stood there. One person even followed me for miles, just filming the whole time, probably waiting for the inevitable. And I will say though, the car is actually pretty comfortable. The ergonomics are weird, but hey, so is buying a car from a U-Haul storage unit. Anyway, my first surprise, the oil temp is skyrocketing. The car loses power and it's sputtering at high speeds. I have no tools. It's 95 degrees, but it feels like 105. But don't worry, I fixed it with a napkin because that's the level of engineering we're working with here. I don't have time for problems right now. It's 103 degrees, so I pull over in Arkadelphia, my first official breakdown. The car is barely holding on in the heat, and because the gas tank is the size of a Dixie cup, I have to stop every 200 miles, and I can't even make it out of the state. Oh, crap. It won't go in any gear. Oh, no! Oh, you know what's really not good is I was always wondering what would happen if your Fisker stopped working. And I definitely found out. And I gotta say, I was having a really good time. But now, when I step on the brake and I go to park, nothing is happening. It's stuck in neutral, and I have a park system fault. I literally cannot get out of the vehicle. It's accessorized and energized. It's ready. When I go into park, nothing works. When I put the window down and I try to reach out to open, that doesn't work either. So I'm not in a good space right now. You gotta be kidding me. It's moments like this where I really question all my decisions. I pulled over because it was overheating. I turned it off and the car thought it was still in drive, so the doors wouldn't open. I was trapped inside. No matter what I pressed, the doors stayed shut. And you might be thinking, Rich, why'd you freak out? Well, if you've ever sat inside a Fisker Karma, you'll understand it's basically a leather-lined coffin. Sometimes I wonder what my family thinks I'm doing right now. Are they picturing me meeting celebrities, working on some cool cutting-edge project? Nope, your father is trapped inside of a hot car at a gas station in a sundown town 2,000 miles from home. Your dad can't get out, okay? Your dad just peed himself. So like any rational adult, I crawled through the window. Here's what that looked like. All right, made it out of the car, stopped to get my rotating hot dogs with veins in them, waited 45 minutes, and magically the car decided to open the door just fine. Anyways, we're back on the road. Once you hit about 75 to 80 miles an hour, the car starts making a loud vibrating sound like it's gonna self-destruct, but I really can't go faster, so everyone's just passing me like I'm towing a trailer of disappointment. There is a Nissan, of some kind of Nissan, probably an Altima, big Altima Energy, and his bumper is gonna fall off any second now, and I can't outrun him. Broken window. I couldn't outrun him. I had to pull over, let him pass. That's how slow this car is. There is a second Altima. I can't, he's on my tail. I have to pull up. I cannot outrun an Altima. That's how slow this car is. These Altimas are killing me. Killed by Altimas, right? What is this? Are Altimas free down here? And yes, I know I'm in eco mode, but if I switch to sport mode, the car overheats and I have to pull over and let it cool down. So pick your poison. But hey, the Altima got pulled over, so I call that a win. Eventually, I decided to stop at the cheapest hotel I could find. I parked the Fisker right up at the front for easy tow truck access, and I saw a couple of guys checking out the car suspiciously. Naturally, the hotel lobby, of course it has bulletproof glass. A nice touch. But after I checked in, the clerk gave me the greatest news of my life. Free breakfast. I love hotel free breakfast. I will only stay at hotels with free breakfast. But breakfast isn't for several hours and I need food now. What is open at 11 p.m. in this area? Absolutely nothing except for one place I swore I never go to again, the Waffle House. Wait, you mean to tell me I can get a Delmonico steak dinner for $13.50? Don't mind if I do. I repeated this process until about 4 a.m., but I did witness something interesting. My first attempted car theft. These guys were eyeing the Fisker. What kind of car is that? One of them Fiskers? Nah, we're good. And just like that, my car was safe. Morning rolls around, I rid myself of the last Delmonico steak and made my way to breakfast. Unfortunately, the Fisker was still there. Quick hotel tour. Here's the desk. There is no chair. Here's breakfast. Fruit Loops, dried oatmeal, 1 apple, a muffin, and bread. Also, you're encouraged to drink your own, and they thoughtfully provided 1 packet of salt and a single strawberry jam. But I have another plan.
So one of the hidden gems that people don't realize is that you can get free breakfast at a hotel. So the hotel I'm staying at is terrible, but you could actually walk to a nicer hotel and get free breakfast. That's what I'm doing right now. The hotel I'm staying at, that thing looked terrible, man. That was awful. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to a Holiday Inn. I just walked, it's like a quarter of a mile down the street. It wasn't that too bad. Mild sweat, but we're gonna see what they have for food. This one got really good breakfast rating reviews and it's free. So if I look like disheveled and I make it look like I'm a guest at the hotel, it makes it a lot easier. This is shaping up to me. Look at this place. Look at this is fancy. Oh, you fancy. You a fancy hotel.
They got a pool here too. The best thing you could do, act like you belong. Don't take 1 yogurt, take 4. Say they're for my kids upstairs. My kids are 2,000 miles away. Biscuits and gravy, sausage, a guy in suspenders fluffing the eggs. And when it comes to drinks, don't take the baby plastic cup, take the big one. They've got individually wrapped bread. Honestly, 5-star experience.
I was super easy, guys. I got my muffin, my little cup of juice there. I'm in pretty good shape. Now I'm just gonna walk I think it's a half mile. It was like a 30-minute walk. Wasn't bad though. I didn't want to risk driving because it was gonna overheat. And the thing is, you don't want to drive into the parking lot, because when you drive into the parking lot, it looks extra suspicious. Like, wow, this dude just showed up for free breakfast. So I fully committed to the bit, saved like $25. That's how you do it, baby. Guys, I can't even begin to explain to you how hot it is outside. It's 98 degrees and the AC is not working. It's just blowing like lukewarm air. It feels like there's a man urinating on the back of your neck. These vents do not work. These aren't even trying to work, these vents. No air is coming out of them, and you also can't make them go left or right. All of these are broken.
literally, like, that does nothing. None of these do anything. It's ultra mega hot in this car. The climate controls are also, they're kind of a nightmare to use. I kind of got used to them a little bit. So, in order to make the temperature go down, you gotta just do that. You gotta tap it in a random place. So there's that. Bluetooth, who knows what I'm listening to? You gotta go to that music icon. And when I play music, no names show up. It's just like, hey, something's playing, but you don't know really what it is. It's kind of a tough car to love, but I'm telling you, the exterior look is where it's at, man. This thing, it just looks so good from the outside. It's just not really that great of a car otherwise, but at 98 degrees outside, the car is just overheating over and over again. I looked it up. Apparently that is a common issue with these, is a thermostat problem. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm very, very far from home. I'm not going to get this thing towed. I don't know anyone in the area, so I'm just going to keep pushing it. And if the engine blows up, I guess I'll have to Hellcat swap it. Oh, shoot. Reduced performance. Contact service center. This is the end, boys. No range, nothing. This is the end of the trip, I guess. Hey, I'm just gonna maintain 70, and I'm gonna drive till the wheels fall off. If this thing blows up, it blows up. If it dies, it dies, but I don't know what to tell you, but it reduced. All my range is gone. I'm pushing on the accelerator pedal. It's not really doing much. This is the end of the trip, I suppose. Can't do much else, so. Oh, it won't accelerate at all. Oh, this is extremely dangerous. This is insane. Oh, crap. My foot's to the floor right now. It's not going anywhere. I can't get up hills. I gotta put my hazards on, because this guy behind me, he's not thrilled. Have my hazards on, he's backing off. But this is insane. I have my foot to the floor. The car's not going anywhere. This is insane. This breakdown is sponsored by Squarespace. Are you looking for something reliable? Unlike this Fisker, well, there are tons of web page tools to help with your needs and all of these awesome page templates to match your style. But you can also start a completely personalized website with the new guided design system, Squarespace Blueprint. You can choose from professionally curated layout and styling options to build a unique online presence from the ground up. It's also tailored to your brand or business and optimized for every device. You can launch your website and get discovered fast with integrated optimized SEO tools, so you show up more often to more people and grow the way you want. They also offer flexible payments. You can make checkout seamless for your customers with simple but powerful payment tools. You can take credit cards and PayPal and Apple Pay, and in some countries offer customers the option to buy now and pay later with Afterpay and ClearPay. Head to www.squarespace.com/richrebuilds to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code in the description box below. Shout out to Squarespace for making platforms for people's passions, no matter how crazy they are. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly thought the car would make it. And I am stuck literally in the middle of nowhere. I have no phone reception. I am not making any of this up. Let me see what the car gives me an alert here. Hold on. So the Q drive system, stop vehicle immediately, limp fault. Okay, well, what does that mean? Well, the vehicle is stopped. I can't do anything anyways. I'm gonna try a reset real quick. Hold on, let me try shutting the car off. So in case the car dies altogether, I'm gonna open this door now because it's 97 degrees outside right now. It's getting hotter and hotter. The day's only really just begun. And if I get trapped in this car with no power whatsoever, I'm kind of a dead man. And I don't want it to get to that point. Now I'm starting to understand why the car was so cheap, but it is what it in fact is. Literally, I'm 1,500 miles from home. I literally have to flag someone down. I have to lift my shirt and show my breasts. This is a nightmare. This is crazy. No one wants to see my chest, I promise you. So I did think that I could do this and the car would start working again, but I'm still getting that battery light. Let me just see. Okay, so I got the range back. That's good. Let me put it in the drive and see what happens. Okay. I might be all right. Out of energy. Yeah, so am I, buddy. It's just kind of cruising by at like 65 miles an hour. I hope I could limp it to a place where I could stop and hopefully get this diagnosed, because I'm pretty sure there's so many places that get a Fisker serviced in, I don't even know where I am, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, who knows, one of those states. All right, so I got the range rating back, which is good. I hope this actually gets me somewhere. But right now the AC is not working and it's 95 degrees outside. 94. Oh wait, no, we're not done yet. It's actually overheating again. It's overheating again. You can't make this up. The car's overheating again. It's like, you cannot make this up. I wish I could make this up. The car's overheating. Like, this guy, man, look at this. This guy's going through a hard time too. But he's just changing a tire. I am fighting for my life in this thing. So I have about 1 mile left till I get to the exit. I really hope I make it. It's starting to rain and there's no overpasses to stay dry under. So all I gotta do is make it 1 mile. The check engine light's flashing. Reduce power. It's down. I'm gonna try to pull over, go to a gas station, get some gas, keep my fingers crossed, and just go from there. But it seems like I have to finish the rest of this trip going like 40 miles an hour. It sucks. So the car is dead. I'm at a gas station right now under an awning, and I limped the car to this location because it's out of the elements. I didn't want to be at the side of the road, but now it's time to go over some other features of the car. Like I said before, the air vents aren't very good. The AC, well, what is left of the AC only blows on my feet. So what I might do at some point, because it's ridiculously hot outside, is I might actually go to Home Depot and get a vent and bring the vent up to my face. These windows are ridiculously small. I am not a very tall person, and getting out of this, I hit my head on this every time. Look at this. It's like a letterbox almost. So I hit my head there every time, which is annoying. Look, see, like, again, not very tall, but look what happens right here. I try to get out, I hit my head. And the seat isn't even all the way up. The seat's actually pretty low. I hit my head out of there every time. That's pretty annoying. The seats are very nice leather. This is a very nice leather interior. It's a nice place to be. In my opinion, it's a great road trip car. It's just severely underpowered. This car could use probably another 200 horsepower. It was listed at 400 horsepower when it was new. It is not really 400 horsepower at all. This thing feels like it only has 150 horsepower, which honestly, it kind of does, because that's probably what the gas engine is putting out. And it's not that great. You have to stop every 15 minutes because the tank is so small. I don't. Okay, so I need a charger for my phone because for some reason, I don't know why, I only have a USB-C charger that you plug into the wall. So I'm gonna go to a gas station right now to see how much those things cost. I am not paying $26 for a cable. So right now, here is a hidden gem that most of you may not have heard of, but there's another place you can get good stuff for a decent price. It is called Casa de Depot. Let's try this out. This will also give me the opportunity to buy a very cheap toolkit, because I have a feeling I'm gonna be fixing this thing pretty soon. It's a shame because it's really good looking too. Got my charger in the back, and like a smart person, I bought a box fan, and this is what's gonna help me with the AC system. Cool. I like how it barely fits. I have it even better, right? Home Depot was kind of expensive, but now I am with my people. My favorite. It's like seeing an oasis in the middle of the desert. It is literally 107 degrees,
And just seeing that red background with those white letters over it just makes me smile. Thank you.
Fast forward, I'm at Harbor Freight. A charger here is $10 compared to the $26 scam artists at the gas station run by fat cats on their yachts. Now I've got a box fan from Home Depot, duct tape to keep me cool, but here's the problem. How do I power it? The car's electrical system is clearly held together by sadness and lies, so I can't use the inverter. Besides, 120 watts isn't enough to run this fan properly. Don't worry, I've got another plan. You'll see it in a second. But first, let's head to AutoZone to try to figure out what that check engine light is screaming about.
By the way, the trunk of the Fisker could only fit most of a box fan and that Predator charger. That is it. You have no room left. Who the hell buys these things? It is hot. I gotta figure out a solution. So I have the fan, the AC is barely working. This is literally a level of agony I didn't think was possible. My phone's on 4%. So what I have to do is I have to hope and pray that that Harbor Freight charger is at least 50%. Get my phone up to a decent charge level. I've already plugged it into my laptop. My laptop's dead now, trying to charge the phone. And now I have to think of a creative solution to keep this car cool. I have to keep it moving. It's not really an option to stop right now. I gotta find a place to plug this thing in. Everything's going wrong at the same time. When I tell you, I kid you not, it is probably 110 degrees in this car. Tennessee is very, 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 very hot. And this is the solution to my problem right now. So what I'm gonna do, I cleverly purchased some things I'm gonna need. So because it's only blowing cool air on my feet, I have duct tape and I have some foil ducting. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this foil ducting and I'm gonna route the air that's blowing at my feet, and I'm gonna have a little duct that comes to my face. That's what I'm gonna do with this stuff right now, because guys, I'm telling you, I cannot survive right now. I also have a box fan, and that's the reason why I went to Harbor Freight and I bought this lovely Predator portable power station. I really hope that Harbor Freight went ahead and charged it to at least 50% for me. I'm gonna use that box fan, right, to blow onto me and circulate the air in the car. And then I'm gonna use this flex foil duct to have the cool air, or the air, blowing on my feet and have it directed towards my face and the rest of the cabin. Because I'll tell you, when that air is blowing at your feet, it is not blowing at your face. Like, I am sweating right now. You have no idea how hot I am. I'll show you something. This is a representation of what's going on in between my legs right now, right? I'm gonna show you. This has been in the car for about maybe 10 minutes at the most. But this is what it looks like in my pants. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, literally the chocolate melted right off the stick. That's how hot it is. Oh my God. Still good though. But I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna open this very, very carefully, because you best believe when I get home, I am in fact taking this back. So be very careful on how you open this stuff. So it says fully charged before first use or voids warranty, then charge every 3 months. Harbor Freight, I am sorry. I can't do that. I physically, look, I have, my armpits are soaking wet. I cannot do that. I'm dying. I'm going to die. Okay, cool. So now we have this duct. I'm just gonna go underneath the car and see where the ducts are for the feet. Okay, so let's get this out. Kneel on this. Oh, I see it. Okay, cool. That's the duct right there. Oh, it's gonna be an easy one. So I just simply take this duct right here, put it over the hole, and I reroute it to my face. But the problem is it's a flat surface. I gotta get real creative here. Okay, so here's my mini flashlight, and there's the vent hole, and you just kind of stick it right there. And the good thing about this is that it's actually blocking the accelerator pedal, because I don't want to go anywhere anyways. All right, guys, Moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Okay. So, you see what I'm doing here? Does this all make sense yet? Good Lord, it's hot in here, guys. I can't even begin to explain to you how hot it is in here. So I'm gonna turn this on and we're gonna see. It works! It works! Holy smokes! Oh my gosh. Guys, is the mic picking that up? Holy smokes, guys. Guys, it works. Can you hear that? Listen. Guys, it is slightly less hot in here now. This probably saved me about literally like 3 degrees. Look at this, right? Look how hot it is in here. I'm not making this up. Look at the headrest, ready? Look at that. 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 That's wetness. It's the back of my head. It's hot in here. So now we're gonna combine this lukewarm air blowing into my face with my trusty fan. And I turn this on. Oh, shoot. It's actually decent in here. So between this, blowing on this, actually it should be at the back of it, but I don't care. I'm just trying to kind of move air right now because it's not working. I'm getting hotter and hotter, but this is actually really good. Guys, I'm gonna pass out. This is not.
I'm tired, boss.
I'm just. It's so hot in here. Yeah. Oh God, yes. Oh, I got an hour and 50 minutes. I'll take it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut this off for now. When I go into Arby's, I'm going to go into Arby's to poison myself. Okay? And after I poison myself, I'm gonna sit at one of the stalls or whatever they have there at Arby's, a restaurant, and I'm gonna plug this in and get some free power. So I'm going to purchase Arby's, and then I'm going to use their power for this. Sometimes I get scared with how brilliant I am.
Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening.
I don't know what happened in this car's life for it to need all this stuff at 38,000 miles, but it is what it is. 112. So I made it to Buc-ee's in Crossville, Tennessee, and thanks to my genius and fast thinking, the fan situation definitely worked. That helped cool things down big time. And I got my water here, and unfortunately, this is not. What was this car made in Europe? It doesn't fit. This is I don't know. This is a very European car. It looks European. People are still freaking out over it, which is insane. I think this is probably one of the most attention-getting cars you can buy for sure. So I'm going to continue the journey. The car is still, in fact, overheating. I didn't get trapped in it again yet, which is good. But I'm going to keep on pushing, and hopefully, you know, things start turning around pretty soon now that the temperature is dropping. For the 30th time, AC's officially went kaput. I got the windows open, the fan on. The car is losing power once again. Please be a close exit. Food exit 200. I'm still limping along. The battery light's flashing. I might be able to make this, or else I'll be stuck at the side of the road again. But if it gives me another mile, I'll be thankful. It is not giving me another mile. Once again, I gotta stop under this bridge right here. At least it's nice and cool. I got that going for me. So I'm gonna stop right here in the shade and put it in park. I'm gonna sit here and wait for about maybe an hour or so until it cools down, but this is not fun. Look at this adorable black family. Hey, look, he's just like us. No, he's not like you guys. You guys have a working car. Every single spot is taken. Every gas pump, every single spot is taken. Everything. You can't even find a spot. Is this like, are there free sandwiches? There's gotta be free sandwiches. There's no way the line is legally this long. What is even happening right now? So I've been here for about 40 minutes, just sitting here watching this car overheat. And I never thought I would die at a Buc-ee's, but it seems like I'm gonna die at a Buc-ee's today. Can't go anywhere, can't pull over, let the car cool off. It's just, I'm going like 2 miles an hour, just inching forward over and over again. The car is saying reduced performance, nothing's happening. This is less than ideal. So because this Boosie's is so bussin' right now, I have to put it in park, shut it down, and put the windows up, because this is insane. But I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna show you the sheer amount of people that are here. But look at this. This is incredible. I've reached a new level of hell, guys. Temperature is climbing. It's 96 outside. Inside the car, it's gotta be, I don't know, 204 at this point. And AC's not working. This car has humbled me. The car definitely humbled me. You win, Fisker. You win. So it rained here earlier, and the good thing about this rain is that it keeps the road nice and wet. I'm sure you see all the water splashing up on the windshield, but this is good for cooling the car down. It's getting down to about 84 degrees right now, which is really helping me out in terms of the car overheating. So hopefully the road stays wet, and hopefully we get some rain coming up, but you know, there is some promise. I got about 10 hours left, and those clouds sure are pretty. So it overheated again, but I'll tell you, I was wrong the whole time. I was approaching this the wrong way. I thought that I was the thing that had to be cooled off. It turns out it's the car that has to cool down. So now that I'm not using the AC, I'm stopping more frequently, and I'm doing this. There you go. So I got my box, so when I'm idling here, it's at least moving cool air through the car, and I actually feel the heat coming out of the side. So it almost seems like it's the fan that's not working.
Now here's one of the worst parts of the trip. I pulled over at a gas station in the upper Hoken Township of Pennsylvania, and it just said gas station. It was not labeled, and this nice lady was selling mixed rice in an unlabeled container, so I had some, and it was good. It was very good, so I decided to go back and get some of the unlabeled mystery meat in foil. I asked her what kind of meat it is, and she just said yes. And I was like, okay, I will have some. I opened up the foil, and hey, look, they're ribs. I love ribs. And I had some, and they were good until those ribs gave me a one-way ticket to Charlottesville. Now, I love my family. I love the SR-71 Blackbird. I love full-figured women, and I love my subscribers. So listen to me when I say this, fellow subscribers. Do not, I repeat, do not eat the mystery meat bag from the unlabeled gas station in the upper Hoken Township of Pennsylvania. I thought they were ribs. Technically, they were ribs of something. They were hyena ribs, apparently, and I lost 3 pounds, but I also lost 7 hours of driving. I don't know about you, but when you're sick on a road trip in a car that might kill you and you don't know where your next stop is, you gotta stop and get it all out of your system.
Mile, it always does this. It's gonna start slowly shutting down, not give me any pedal, but I'm in Pennsylvania. Just ease into the exit, baby. Okay, so I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm really getting exhausted at this point. I think this guy's been following me for a while. I hope he doesn't really ask me any questions, but I gotta get this fan thing going. You know the deal. Same old ritual.
Our taxes will be going up year after year.
Another one.
It's hard to pay the rent.
Yet another one. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, and there's a ton of fireflies out. I could hear the cars buzzing by on the highway, all functional vehicles, by the way. And here I am, the good old Fisker in front of some, I don't even know what that is, probably someone's house, who knows. But it's annoying, super annoying. All right, I'm ready to wave the white flag here. I'm at the side of the road and I have to keep my hazards on because the car is pitch black. And if I don't have the hazards on, they won't be able to see me and I could literally get killed and run into. People get run into at the side of the road all the time because people aren't paying attention. And what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to make the system go to sleep. And once the system goes to sleep, usually it does a reset procedure. The car has to go to sleep to reset that message that it was getting. And that's one of the other problems. So I'm no longer getting the heat issue, the thermal overload. I'm getting a different issue with the battery. And I have to sit here, wait till it resets, takes a few minutes, and then hopefully I'll be on my way again. But this is not fun. I'm still 4 hours from home. Oh God. Oh, so be it. Insanely dangerous. Insane. I'm risking it for the biscuit. I'm going 40, and I'm gonna try to get off at the next exit if I can, but people aren't very happy with me right now. This is, people are going 60 here. I don't know where I am, but I do know it is 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking for any obvious signs of any damage. Coolant level looks good. Let's see, brake fluid's good. Nothing is terribly obvious here. Yeah, coolant to the max level. Supposedly these things have a lot of issues with the thermostats and issues with the radiator fans, but I have no tools, so I can't really diagnose this thing. So it's 2 a.m., just chilling in, who knows, Connecticut maybe, New Jersey. I'll tell you, me walking around in a random parking lot at 2 o'clock in the morning was not my bingo card. This trip was going really well. Well, I mean, well is a really funny word, but it was going okay. You know, almost made it home, but you gotta be kidding me. This stuff happening 2.5 hours away from home is just unbelievable. The car drove over 30 hours with mishaps here and there, but now it's just, it does not want to comply. It doesn't want to do any better than it's doing right now. So I'm gonna let it sit, think about what it's doing for a minute. Maybe I have to let it sit for a half an hour, but there's nothing to do around here. This is literally an empty parking lot. But the fact that the car made it this far, the car drove well over 30 hours, 35 hours, and now it's just consistently refusing to drive more than a few miles before I have to stop and restart it over and over again. So I'm probably causing some permanent damage, but at this point, I kind of just want to go home. I mean, I get the point. Haha, it was funny, driving a busted down car, you know, that far away, but now, you know, I'm gonna have to call the pros in. You know, do I let the car sit for a while? Do I call my buddies, have them come pick me up in the tow truck? It's like 2.5 hours away. It's super early in the morning. They're not gonna be awake until 9. They're not gonna get here until noon. I'm not gonna get home until 3 p.m. the next day. And right now it's 2 a.m. So I have a, man, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. What I'm gonna try right now is I'm going to try going to Yale University chargers. So there's some chargers at Yale, which is only about 1.5 miles away or so. So I'm gonna try the charge point there. If I can get the battery voltage up enough where I get a few miles of range, hopefully that takes less strain off the engine and I could cruise in EV mode and hopefully head home sometime within the next 72 hours. Okay, I'm at Yale right now. Let's see what this can do.
Hopefully this thing explodes in my face. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so it says charger connected, so that's good. I don't know what else I'm waiting for. Let's see if it's getting any juice. Give it a minute. Okay. Maybe the Fisker's just slow. No indicator lights, huh? Shoot. Sheesh. Okay, it just says charging. There's no real details. Let me check the details. .6 kilowatts. My goodness.
Which could charge an EV with a 500-mile range in just 1 minute.
We'll be also showing our new battery technology that I talked to you, Stuart, about last time. And this time I actually brought it with me, which is solid-state battery technology, which this allows you to charge in 1 minute and get more than 700 miles if you want.
Yikes. Very similar to the i8. It's 24% and it's giving me about 6 miles of range so far. There is, in fact, no light ring to show you what the charge status is on this one. Not sure why, but let's see. What did it give me so far? It is 81 cents so far. 45 minutes. 81 cents. Not bad. And there she is, folks, the high heel of cars. It looks great, but it makes no practical sense whatsoever. I think that's the best way that I could put it. I mean, high heels look damn good, but my goodness, they serve very, very, very little purpose. The car has a tiny trunk. That's useless. The interior's tiny. The wheels are huge. The hood is long. And you'd swear there's a V12 under there, but there's really the four-banger, a turbocharged GM four-banger. But man, it's a good-looking car. I mean, I'm not really feeling the whole Monopoly mustache thing. I'm not a fan of that, but other than that, it's a really good-looking car. Right now, I have the heat set to max. So obviously, we're having a big thermal issue, but now is the only time in this whole trip that I can actually blast the heat. So I have the heat blasted on to help cool the motor because I think the radiator fans aren't working. And also I'm keeping it at 55 miles an hour and it's 67 degrees out and raining. So what I did was I actually tracked the rain, believe it or not. I asked ChatGPT to kind of follow the storm so it would sort of lead me back home following the rain. So we're actually in the middle of a rainstorm right now, believe it or not. Actually, it's actually drizzling right now, which is good for the car, so I'm helping to keep the temps cool. But this is the creative solution I came out with. When I have no access to tools, you gotta get real creative. Now, throughout all this, I ended up stopping 27 times because of various reasons, whether it be overheating, whether it be food poisoning, or just trapped in the car in general. On average, each stop took about an hour just to get the car moving again. What should have been a 30-hour trip ended up being a 57-hour ordeal. The trick I used to manage the heat only really worked at night when the temperatures were cooler. That's when I was finally able to make real progress, either at night or when it was raining. Also, charging the car helped a lot too, giving the car an additional 40 miles of range, which was 40 miles the gas engine wasn't running. I just wish it didn't take 5 hours to do. Props to GM, that little four-banger would not die. The last leg of 200 miles wasn't exactly smooth sailing, unfortunately. About 100 miles before home, the car shut down again for 2 hours, completely dead. But this time, I was able to get out using the emergency pull, unlike last time where I couldn't figure out how to get out of the car, and I had a little accident. But I had great news. I got home at 11 a.m. so the Fisker could join the other Misfit toys, and the soccer game started at 7:30 p.m., so I had plenty of time. Unfortunately, my son didn't tell me this, but he wanted to tailgate, so he left at 10 with Jim in the McLaren.
Sorry your little car didn't work.
Your son and I had a good time at the game.
Why Jim sent me that video with no shirt on, I guess I will never know. But you haven't seen the last of Jim or me or this Fisker. Hit the subscribe button to see how I end up fixing this mess. And I will see you all next week.